Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Taylor. Welcome to Tea with Taylor. I'm just gonna give you guys a few minutes to join me. I am back home, getting settled in from the travels, and just a little spritzing here. But in COVID news, let's just start there. I feel refreshed. I just took a shower. I am clean and ready. That's why I'm a little late broadcasting for you guys, but it's okay. We're gonna wait for you guys to join the party. But in COVID news, in the most recent COVID news, as you can probably tell, salons and barbershops and things of that nature are starting to open. Yay! Be careful when you're going, where you're going, how you're doing that. I know a lot of places aren't doing facial hair or anything of that nature to maintain the distance of some sort. But yeah, go get your hair did. Go get your brows did, your nails did, all that, because they back, baby. Today's topic is love and relationships. Shoot. So, I had to, of course, look up some things to tell you guys about love and relationships. And let me tell you, I got some things to share, girls and ghouls. Oh, hey! I'm back. I got warm. So I need to get my fan, because listen, I am glistening. So yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say about love and your definitions of that, because it is a multifaceted word, like most things, and it comes with a lot of preconceived notions. It comes with a lot of our own thoughts and our own realities mixed in with that word. And a lot of times, our ideas of love are formulated through the things that are surrounded by us, i.e., entertainment, media, magazines, things we see, things we hear, people in our lives who have been the focal point of what we call love. So I want to hear how you guys define that. For me, love is, and I've said this before, love is unconditional. Love is a little bit of your brain going crazy, kind of. Love for me encompasses just knowing that this someone or being with this someone is fulfilling multiple needs or wants for you, and that is why you have come together. And not just that, obviously, not just basic wants and needs, but many other things go into it, like how attracted you are to a person or things of that nature. But for some of y'all, I don't know what you're looking for, but you say it's love. So tell me what that love means to you. And we touched on relationships a little bit last time, and the longevity of relationships and how that looks from the outside looking in and through basic studies. Long-term relationships have always been something of a mystery to the people who study it, surprisingly, because monogamy is still a mystery to some people. I would like to say I'm a monogamous kind of guy, which is probably one of the reasons I don't really have a lot of different perspectives on love and relationships, but I think mine is still valid. I'm getting up there to where I've done a few different things in this love and relationship game. Um, but yeah, just listening out for you guys to tell me how you feel about that. And actually, I also, um, yeah, so the 3 points of love and relationships. I'm not sure if I was being recorded or not, but I'm just going to repeat that for people who are joining us anyway. The 3 points of a relationship or of love, I would say, that reflect are passion, commitment, and intimacy. So think of it this way: passion's here, commitment's here, and intimacy is here. So these are the 3 ways that we can characterize many different relationships. And I plan on bringing some of you guys on camera to talk today because I see that that's an option for me. So if you guys have something to say, feel free to shoot me a wave, shoot a comment on the bottom here, and I'll invite you to join me. Um, but passion, commitment, and intimacy. So passion speaks for itself, clearly. Passion's your attractiveness to someone. It reflects your want to have that person in your life. Commitment is a big one because a lot of people base their relationships off of this. And it basically characterizes your relationship or you as a person as someone who's stick-to-itness, who is bonded, and once they make a commitment, they are fully committed, and that is the details of a relationship you foster with people. And then there's passion, which, like I said, speaks for itself, and intimacy, which again, that's another thing that I would say speaks for itself. Um, in my experience, I've been more geared toward the intimacy and commitment portions of things, and I definitely can say that is my goal when fostering relationships, but sometimes it just doesn't happen that way, and that's just how you know certain relationships are not meant to be or are meant to be, or however you want to characterize that in your own life. Oh, hi everyone. I see people are joining in. I just want to see you guys spill some tea today on love and relationships. Um, and then the tea that I really want to hear about is what defines love for you guys. So, I'm all ears and eyes, apparently, because that's what it takes on this live situation here. Um, and tell me your version of love. Tell me, I want to hear some happy stories about couples who have gotten together. Just tell me some things about what kind of relationships work for you and things of that nature, because there are a lot. Certain relationships now also are completely based off of things that relationships have never been based off of, and we also have different forms of relationship now within our community. For instance, thruples, or for open relationships. Do we think open relationships work? Because there are just different formats and different relations to love that are happening these days, and I want to acknowledge them all. Um, Thanks, guys. Somebody was sending me a little heart. I love that. Um, uh, and one of the things that I like to think is taboo also, and I'm hearing a lot of things from friends about transgender relationships. And I can say from outside looking in that it seems very tokenized, that people bring in a transgendered person into their lives, or they meet someone and the only idea they know of them is from media, and it becomes, for one of my friends, it becomes transactional almost, and it seems that that happens a lot um, within the gay community and the straight community. They're just trivialized and tokenized and treated like almost like a toy that you pick up and take off, and when you're sick of it you get rid of it, or you have to hide it from others. And I don't agree, and I would love to hear that point of view from someone as well, on their experiences with either dating a trans, being trans, um, falling for a trans person, um, because that is just a thing that I've heard like multiple times, and unfortunately that it becomes almost like a transaction, and it makes people feel less than when they are looking for something more of substance. Um, Unfortunately, we are living in like somewhat of a hookup culture as well, so love can sometimes seem a little farther away to grasp. Um, but I do believe, because I'm old school, unfortunately, and fortunately, that true love is true love, and when it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and you will find it. Your version of that. Calypso says, Pariba and I don't know if you guys know the Browns, but if you don't, get with it. Pariba and I are all about communication, and that is truth, sister. Literally, communication will save your life or end your relationship. You need to be able to share whatever you're going through, otherwise the relationship falls apart. True, very very true. I've lived and learned that one, Calypso, for sure. Um, it takes a little bit of work, and sometimes it's a little harder for people to communicate, especially when things are actually happening. But that is a strong point and the pinnacle of a good relationship, is the fact that you're able to and you are willing to communicate with a partner. So thank you for that. I love that. You're gonna have to give me a little break real quick. Hold on, hold on. Um, Hi, Mike. Um, Also, interracial relationships. That's a big one right now. I, I have a certain, stance on interracial relationships, but I want to hear what you guys have to say first. Um, I'm Crystal. Hi. My aunt is on here. I've seen a few of my cousins on here. It's like a whole family reunion. um, hey, listen, if this is how we get to chat, this is how we get to chat. I'm here for it. Um, Thanks for watching, by the way. Also here for that. But interracial relationships, especially now, it seems like it's probably a little bit more pertinent to the times. Do you, as a brown person or a white person, feel comfortable with the opposite race, or not opposite, or another race? Do you feel that it is harder, easier? What are some of your experiences dating interracially? Lisa, hi. Oh, thanks, Aunt Crystal. I tried. Today I actually tried. I did my whole regiment today before I got on camera. I was 5 minutes late, but it's okay, because I was still waiting on you guys. That's what we're going to say. Um, so growing up, for me, was dating was very, very, very. I dated a lot of not brown people because, for one, the environment that I was in, which also takes a big role in the relationships you foster, where you are, the geography of it all, and especially a little bit further back in the day, it's harder to meet people because it wasn't a hookup culture. It wasn't easier to meet people online as it is now. Um, and I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to remember before these things were a thing. So let's just say it's a lot easier now. But dating a lot of Italians or a lot of non-brown people in my life gave me a good perspective or a window into that sort of a life, or that viewpoint on relationships very early on. And I have heard, excuse me, good things, I've heard bad things, I've heard horrible things, um, about dating white people as a brown person myself, or about, dating outside of my race. And I just want to know how you guys feel about it, so I'm holding back for a little bit. But I'll say that a lot of people in the black and brown community look at an interracial relationship of that nature as less than, or as settling, and I can't quite grasp the idea of why. But I've heard that point of view a couple of times from different people, and it's upsetting. It's unfortunate, and I'm not sure how that plays into a role now, where people of color are coming into more of a role of power, and being more accepting and understanding and coming together as a group, as a whole, as a race, even how we feel about that. Obviously, date whoever you love, date whoever you want, be with whoever you want, but I'm curious to know the looks, or the comments, or the little chatter boxes that you've heard about these kinds of relationships. I even feel that not just geography, but what you see and what you learn from the people around you also determines the type of people you date. Because, like I said earlier, your relationships are tied to intimacy and commitment and passion. And if you've witnessed passion, and if you've witnessed these kinds of relationships in your own life, then that may be something you aspire to because you have witnessed it. There's no break. So tell me more about that. And like I said earlier, love is multifaceted. So that is another reason why I think that the idea of a non-traditional relationship has become the norm almost, because most of us are non-traditional these days. And that's fine, but some people still think that the only way to be or to love is man and wife, or girlfriend, boyfriend, and we all know that's not the case. But let me know how you feel about it, what you've heard. And the first person who feels they want to share, I'll bring you on camera, because I am exploring that option as well. Hi guys, thanks for joining me. Have you ever seen someone together and you're just like, what is that? What's happening? What's going on? Why are they together? Because for me that happens a lot. I'll see something, and before I even think about it, I'm just verbalizing the confusion or misunderstanding of what these people have in common. But sometimes, like they were saying, says opposites attract. And that's very weird to me too, because I've also always thought that love and relationships or things of that nature are kind of narcissistic in a way, because you are, at the end of the day, whether you realize it or not, most people are looking for someone who shares the good properties and the good traits that they also have in themselves. And that's a good thing, but it also feels to me a bit narcissistic because we only look for those good things, and a lot of people won't accept the bad. Where as if they've seen something good in someone, and then they see the bad, and they're like, maybe not, but it exists within us all. We just want to acknowledge the good parts in other people that we notice in ourselves. And so for me, that seems a little narcissistic, and that's another reason why same-sex relationships stand out to me as well, because I can pick out those things that I think or that I've heard or that I see that are similar within those two people and kind of piece together which form of a relationship they are experiencing. And for me, it's kind of fun, actually. um, oh, hi, Cam. Hi. I was waiting for my daughter to join us, if I'm being quite honest, Miss Niall, aka Chic, but I don't see her name popping up. I'm gonna call her and say, listen, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to spill some tea with me. Um, but yeah, let me know. What's up, guys? I'm trying to figure out this join me on camera situation. Hi, David. How are you? Also, love you guys for showing up. Love that. Thank you. Check out the fit for the day. She's feeling her roots. It's a moment. Hi, hi, oh hi. But you know. Well, I'm gonna leave you with this little piece because I know everyone's got something to do today, and I'm gonna leave you with my little tea for the day and just say my piece. So, love who you love. Um, Feel free to comment after the video because I always check afterwards, and we can get into a little back and forth if you'd like. But I said what I said, so don't come for me because I didn't send for you, all that good stuff. But love who you love, be who you are, live out loud, all that good jazz. No one can tell you your relationship is not valid because everyone has their reasons, and like I said, there are different points, there are different times, and there are different reasons to love and to search for love, and that's the oldest thing in the book. We all want it, we all need it. And so from me to you, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And if no one's told you today, you're special. And I will see you for my next little broadcast situation. So keep it up. Peace, love, and hair grease.